welcome. Today it's a pleasure to be here with Sebastian Rohr. Welcome, Sebastian.
Thanks so much for having me.
Sebastian is a longtime fellow of KuppingerCole Analysts. And so I'm really curious about your perspective, Sebastian. So maybe you give us a quick intro about what you're doing today.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks so much. So first of all, thanks for having me in this series of talks. I'm really honored. And well, my current work focuses on providing digital identity and trustworthy identity for people all over the globe. So not only in the industrialized nations, but especially in developing countries where, for example, birth registration is an issue. So there is a Millennium Development Goal of the United Nations where it says that each child should have his birth certificate so he or she can attend school and actually be able to reap the benefits of a more developed society, go to school, get medical health care, and that also holds true for the mothers and for the caretakers. So that's something that I hold very dear to my heart.
Okay. And when you look at all these evolving technologies, so what is here, from your perspective, the most important technology for the digital business, for digital age?
I would actually say that we haven't reached the peak of the mobile device, of the mobile phone, and be it with a SIM card or an embedded SIM, because like I said, in developing countries, not everybody has a fixed home address. Not everybody has a bank account. Those are things that are totally common for us, but those people don't have that. But most of them have a simple mobile phone, not a smartphone, but they are actually enabled to identify themselves and get some benefits or even do some sort of trading with their mobile phone. So there's lots of initiatives going on around the globe in the developing countries where the nation states actually try to convey the concept of a digital identity bound to the mobile phone.
So the technology is digital identity that is tied to a device to be used in sort of the daily life, the daily digital life and daily digital transactions there. So let's turn it around. What would be the impact if not doing that?
Well, the problem is that we're talking about the digital divide a lot, and this is definitely something that we see. Well, and to be honest, like you and me, we've been working in the identity industry, in the security industry, in the network industry for more than 2 decades. Well, maybe a few years less because you're younger, right? But the problem is we're trying to solve problems of a fraction of humankind. So what these concepts and these initiatives try to reach is a more global impact that will enable the billions of people that live in Southeast Asia, in Africa, in Latin America, to reap the benefits of the digitalization. Because if those kids are being taught to use that digital technology and use it in a sustainable way, they can actually get much better education, they get much better healthcare, they get much better prospects for growing into a global citizen and participating in the benefits that we in the industrialized nations will have or already consume all the time.
So it is really solving or addressing the digital divide.
Absolutely.
By that, and enabling economies to grow better, grow faster, which also at the end then has a ton of other impacts, like people fleeing their country or others, which will potentially be reduced if the economies locally are stronger. So it is, at the end, it's really more a global thing to enable that.
Yeah, absolutely. So helping these nations grow their businesses, grow their economy, will actually help us to better support them, because they will be able to feed their own population. They will be able to educate their own population more, because it's all about education in the end and the access to education. And I strongly believe that digital identity, maybe as the mobile phone as the bearer or keeper of that digital identity, will definitely have a large impact on leveling out these inequalities or starting to level them out. But we're definitely in here for the long run, so it's going to take 10 years or so.
Where do we stand on that journey? So technology-wise, I think a lot is there, isn't it?
Yeah. So the technology components are all there. We just need to make them available. It's like people in those countries, they will definitely not invest into an iPhone 12 whatnot Pro or something like that, because that would be like a 10-year saving for them just because of their low incomes. So it's going to be making those phones available to the public community, making sturdy and really good devices that sustain much longer battery lifetime and that are available in the countryside. So it's definitely also the infrastructure. And the fun fact, in Latin America, I was in the Amazon rainforest, and I was like 100 miles away from the next town. There was only a few houses, but I had 3G reception, and that was like a decade ago. So it's really crazy that their infrastructure seems to be better than ours at some places here in Germany. Hint, hint. But this is definitely the case. The technology is there. We just need to get it out there to the people. And there are projects running in Africa. It's ID for Africa, something that I follow very closely. And I just hope that these initiatives grow and get the public funding and the international support they need, so we can help these people, close the gap of that digital divide.
Okay. To sum it up, it's not only about the geeky technologies, the shiny bright things. It's about also ensuring that we have a strong foundation everywhere across the globe.
Absolutely.
Sebastian, thank you very much for providing these insights. And thank you to everyone listening to this talk.
Thanks so much.
Have you soon back at one of the other talks. Thank you.